What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and have any of you ever seen the show Dexter? While I've never seen the show personally, I am pretty familiar with it. And I know that it's about a serial killer who feels like he's doing the right thing. And I know that over the years, the show has gotten pretty popular, and it has tons of fans. One of those fans being 33-year-old Benjamin Beal. I want to take you all back to the night of December 23rd, 2021, when a man by the name of Michael Dardar reported his estranged wife Julia Dardar missing just before midnight. Micah told police his ex had moved in with Benjamin Beal, a 33-year-old alleged meth and pot dealer, at a house on Pauline Street. Police spoke with Beal that evening, and he told them that he hadn't seen Julia Dardar since December 16th. He said they were having relationship issues and were suffering from some problems of their own, and that he believed she may be capable of hurting herself. He told the responding officers that Julia had moved out of his home, but left all of her belongings and car behind. Now, naturally, this raised a lot of eyebrows, because who in their right mind would leave someone but leave all of their belongings behind, as well as their vehicle? On January 5th, 2022, Beal went to the police station and gave a contradictory statement on Julia's disappearance, saying that he had last seen her on December 12th. It should be noted that Beal did not give any indication that he was worried about Julia, and or any indication that he attempted to even locate Julia himself. He even told police that he waited to report her missing because he had lost his cell phone and did not have any means to contact authorities. I mean, how believable is that? Police served a search warrant at Beal's home on January 11th and saw extension cords running out the back door and into a Chevrolet Diesel 60 bus parked in the yard, according to a complaint. And inside, they found a freezer, an icebox. Investigators utilized a key to unlock the padlock and made entry into the rear of the bus, noting that the extension cord ran along the interior of the bus and connected to a powered deep freezer that was inside. Upon opening the lid of the freezer, a headless torso of what appeared to be an adult human female was inside. Suffered deep cuts that appeared to have been inflicted post-mortem. In a nearby Coleman ice chest, police said they found a reciprocating saw, which appeared to have bits of flesh and fluid still on the blade. Nearby, they also found goggles, a plastic face shield, and garbage bags. Upon further search of Beal's home, detectives also found Julia's purse, wallet, identification, and credit cards inside of a safe in one of his bedrooms. Of course, Beal was arrested, but after that, he refused to talk any further to the authorities. And to this day, the identity of the remains found inside that bus have yet to be publicly confirmed by authorities. However, I am of the belief that Beal left behind messages and clues as to why he did this, as to possible other victims, on one of his Facebook pages, because what I dug up is the fact that Beal also had this alter personality. You know, I'm not saying that he was suffering from multiple personality disorder, but he had this alter ego, this whole different identity that he would go by, named Kelly Kirkpatrick. I managed to dig up the Facebook profile for Benjamin Beal's alternate ego, Kelly Kirkpatrick, which at the time of this recording is still online. Now, usually, when someone does something like this, their Facebook and their social medias are scrubbed almost immediately, sometimes before the story even gets out there. But because Benjamin Beal also had this alter ego, Kelly Kirkpatrick, this profile still remains up. Now, like I said, this is at the time of the recording. I'm not sure when you're watching this, so it may be gone. But you can go to your Facebook right now and search Kelly Kirkpatrick. Now, I didn't go through every single one of his Facebook posts thoroughly yet, but upon just a first glance, I could see that this guy was really into a lot of alternative art, if you will. And there's a lot of occult symbology on various pictures in his page. Now, this looked like a guy who was into all types of different stuff, if you will. An adventurous guy, someone who was really into tattoos and piercings and what have you. But when you really look at his pictures, you have to ask yourself, does this look like someone who is sane? Does this look like someone who is capable of doing what he did? Now, we know that he was allegedly a meth dealer, and I can guarantee you that that substance definitely led to what happened here. But he was also obsessed with this show Dexter. And in some of his profile pictures, he would weirdly put this Dexter filter over these pictures that he would take with women. Now, I'm not sure if this is Julia that is in this photo, or who this woman is. But why would you choose a Dexter filter to put over your photos with these women? It just seems odd, especially knowing what we know now. I mean, hindsight is always 20/20, they say. But my argument is that I don't believe that someone just randomly carries something like this out. I believe that this is something that is a reoccurring thing. And if this guy was as inspired by Dexter as authorities and as, other people believe, then we would have to ask the question, is there more than one victim here? Because Dexter was a serial killer. And to be a serial killer, you have to have multiple victims. So I wouldn't be surprised if Julia is just one of many people who have fallen victim to Benjamin Beal. And the fact that he has this profile and this alter ego, Kelly Kirkpatrick, it also makes me wonder, who is Benjamin Beal really? And who has he been throughout his life? This looks like a guy who is well-traveled. He almost looks like a backpacker or something like that, if you will. And I wouldn't be surprised if he moves around and takes up different identities in different towns and finds different people to inflict these type of things upon, because I find it hard to believe that this is just a one-off, if you will. If this is just something that randomly happened, that he randomly decided to do. And judging by this whole Dexter situation, I believe that at the very least, if this is the only woman affected by Benjamin Beal, then at the very least, he was planning on doing more, but just didn't get the chance. So I'm hoping, and I know this sounds terrible, prayers out to Julia's family and everyone involved, but we're hoping that that is the case, that this is the only person affected by the situation, because of course we don't want to uncover more. But I would say that the authorities definitely need to search this guy's background. What cities and states has he visited and lived in recently? What other alter egos does he have? Does he have other names that he goes by in different areas? We need to look at all of the places that he's lived recently, dig up the backyard, just go all out, because at this point, I'm pretty much convinced that Julia isn't the only one that fell victim to Benjamin Beal. But I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. What do you all think? Do you all think that Benjamin was capable of hurting more people? Do you think there are other victims? Do you think that Julia was just the first on a list of many? Or do you think this was just a one-off situation, a relationship gone bad, where one of the people in the relationship decides to fully dismember the other and keep them in a freezer inside of a bus in their backyard? Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. But while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Go to the description of this video. I will have a link to my Cash App. You can support me over there. I will have a link to my other YouTube channel. Go subscribe over there. A link to my Twitter. Go follow me over there. And I just launched a members only section. Be sure to join. But as always, find some time out of your day to go watch a movie. And do not watch Dexter.